What's up guys, Mitch here, and welcome back to another video. Now, the watch has been around for hundreds of years, but only recently became an accessory for smartphones, allowing access to notifications, phone calls, and other things depending on the type of smartwatch that you buy, with some having more features than others. Today I'm looking at the most popular smartwatch by far, the Apple Watch, which continues to far outsell any other wearable tech. The main question is though, is the extra $300 to $400 worth it for what boils down to be basically an iPhone accessory? Right now, Apple has 3 models of the Apple Watch with a terrible naming scheme, so let's break it down. The first generation watch, which came out in April of 2015, is now discontinued by Apple and had a single core processor without GPS or full waterproofing. At the launch of the iPhone 7, Apple released the Series 1 and the Series 2 watches, with the previous generation being called Series 0 unofficially. The Series 1 had the same design as the first gen, but adds a dual-core processor which increases performance to the same levels as Series 2, which also adds a GPS for tracking outdoor activity, as well as a 50-meter depth plating for swimming and other water use. So both the Series 1 and 2 have the same dual-core processor, and the 2 adds waterproofing and GPS, while the 0 is the original generation that isn't sold anymore. Confusing enough for you? It isn't just Apple with the terrible naming schemes though, but that could be another separate rant video by itself. The watch that I have here is the Series 1 in Space Gray 42mm, which is the larger size, but there's also a 38mm available for smaller wrist sizes. Personally, I found this for $220 at Target when they were running a great sale, but it can be picked up from refurbished for a little bit more than that. For an accessory though, can the price be justified? For me personally, for what I paid, I say yes. I found it very useful for a bunch of reasons that I'll go into, but it's definitely not for everyone. At this point though, my mom actually has one and loves it, although she mainly used it to replace her Fitbit. The fitness side of the Apple Watch is appealing though, and I can see buying one of these as just a fitness tracker with the added benefits of the integration with the iPhone. There are many fitness apps that come built in, and of course many more are able to be downloaded to the App Store, but I've been using the ones that are included and find them to be pretty accurate, especially the running functions, which uses your phone's GPS if you don't have a Series 2 watch. You get calories burned, distance, time, and even the route that was run is recorded. There are a bunch of other exercises as well, but I really only ever use the other and the indoor and outdoor run. Because of the waterproofing of the Series 2, there's also swim tracking, so if you want that functionality, that's only on the Series 2 officially. Although I do shower with the watch on, and haven't had any issues with a few months of use. The Apple Watch Series 0 and the Series 1 are both rated at IP67, which isn't fully waterproof, but it should hold up to spills and splashes, as well as showering. There's also the motivation of closing the circles of the watch, which is super satisfying, and it becomes a challenge to never leave them open, which is definitely motivating. So as just a fitness tracker, it works great. Seems to be very accurate as far as I can tell, and adds a fantastic motivator. Onto the iOS integration side of the watch though, which really separates this from a Fitbit or other fitness trackers. Obviously, all notifications are passed through the phone to the watch for easy viewing, along with a tap on the wrist that feels like it came from an actual person. The taptic engine in Apple's newest devices could very well be their most underrated feature. It's just so much better than any other vibration system. Back to the watch though. There are a select few options for each type of notification, with stock apps having the most options and others having none except dismissing. I do actually use the watch for replying to messages and see notifications without pulling my phone out of my pocket while in class or at work, and it's convenient and allows them to be cleared right from the watch so they aren't left over on the phone after being seen. There are many more ways that the watch could be used, with app integration from your iPhone as well, if you want to take advantage of that. But for me, I didn't really use it beyond replying to some messages and emails along with the notification receiving. So really, it's up to you to decide. If you're looking for a fitness tracker that works really well with your iPhone, and also want some other features that exist with the watch, and are okay with the extra price over something like a Fitbit, then the Apple Watch is a great device. But if you don't need the extra features offered, and just want to count steps, there are definitely much cheaper options out there that work great. For me, I enjoy using the watch and I'm happy with my purchase, and I think most people would be as well. But paying for anything more than the sport versions of these watches is something I don't recommend. These are a piece of tech that is early in its life cycle and will depreciate heavily with each new generation. If you want both, get the sport as well as a nice analog watch that'll be more classy anyway. But if you want to make your Apple Watch look a little nicer, there are replaceable bands for the Apple Watch that are super easy to use, including this Milanese band that's under $20, linked down below. I don't recommend the Apple Watch to everyone, and I don't think everyone will ever need a smartwatch, but if you're someone that likes tech or wants a good fitness tracker, this could be a good one to add to the list. Now that's all for this video. If you enjoyed, subscribe right below this video, and I will see you guys in the next one.